Dear students, in this video on properties of bulk matter, we will study change of state, that is fusion, vaporization, latent heats and some numerical problems. So let us begin with change of state. And broadly speaking, we have three types of states: solid, liquid and gases. So fusion, conversion from solid state to liquid state at a constant temperature called its melting point is called fusion. So I will talk about this constant temperature. See, in any solid, all the molecules are attracting each other. You know that सारे molecules एक दूसरे को attract करते हैं. अब इसके melting point पर जब आप इसको हीट सप्लाई करते हैं तो ये सारी की सारी हीट जो है इन अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस के अगेंस्ट काम आती है. ये मॉलिक्यूल्स हीट को एब्जॉर्ब करते हैं, ये अपनी जगह पर वाइब्रेट होना शुरू हो जाते हैं विद ग्रेटर एम्पलीट्यूड. ज़्यादा एम्पलीट्यूड से सारे के सारे वाइब्रेट होने शुरू हो जाते हैं, तो इनके बीच के अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस कम हो जाते हैं एंड एज अ रिजल्ट द सॉलिड मेल्ट्स एंड द मॉलिक्यूल्स स्टार्ट फ्लोइंग विद इन द मैटर. तो इसकी वजह से ये मॉलिक्यूल्स जो है मैटर के अंदर ही एक जगह से दूसरी जगह फ्लो होना शुरू हो जाते हैं क्योंकि इन पर एक दूसरे का इफेक्ट कम हो जाता है. सो द हीट गिवन टू सॉलिड्स इज यूज्ड इन वर्किंग अगेंस्ट अट्रैक्टिव फोर्सेस between its molecules. So, the temperature does not rise till the body is completely converted to liquid. And now, आपने देखा कि यहाँ पर हीट सप्लाई करते हैं लेकिन बॉडी का टेम्परेचर नहीं चेंज होता है. सो टेम्परेचर नहीं चेंज होता है मीन्स ये जो हीट जो आप सप्लाई कर रहे हैं वो दिख नहीं रही है. नाउ दिस हीट इज़ कॉल्ड लेटेंट हीट. So the heat required for melting of a body of mass m will be directly proportional to mass. Be greater is the mass, greater will be the heat required, right? Or delta Q should be equal to ml, where this L is called constant and this constant is called latent heat of fusion. Latent means जो आपको दिखता नहीं है, जो छुपा हुआ है. और क्यों छुपा हुआ है? क्योंकि टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज नहीं हो रहा है. सो दिस इज L इज कॉल्ड लेटेंट हीट ऑफ फ्यूजन. एंड हाउ डू वी डिफाइन इट नाउ? इफ m is equal to 1 kilogram, just look at it. If m is equal to 1 kilogram, then L will be equal to delta Q. So it is the heat required by unit mass of a solid to completely convert to liquid at its melting point at constant temperature. SI unit of latent heat, and from this relation only you can see that L is equal to delta Q upon m. And delta Q is energy, heat, so joule, and mass is kilogram, so it is joule per kilogram. And now very important example, latent heat of fusion of pure ice at 0 degrees Celsius, that is L is 3.36 into 10 raised to the power 5 joule per kilogram, or another unit is 80 kilocalorie per kilogram. If we convert this joule to calorie, then it is 80 kilocalorie per kilogram. So now change of state only, but another change from liquid to gases. We call it vaporization. So conversion from liquid state to gaseous state at a constant temperature called boiling point is called vaporization. And here again the heat given to liquid is used in working against attractive forces between its molecules. So, the temperature does not rise till the liquid is completely converted to gaseous form. And here again the similar definition. The heat required for vaporization of liquid of mass m will be proportional to its mass and delta Q will be equal to ml. This L is constant and it is called latent heat of vaporization. So, here L is latent heat of vaporization. So, how do we define now? You can see that if m is equal to 1 kilogram, then L is equal to delta Q. So, latent heat of vaporization, it is the heat required by unit mass 1 kilogram mass of a liquid to completely convert to gas at its boiling point. And SI unit of latent heat of vaporization is same, that is joule per kilogram. And a very important example is latent heat of vaporization of pure water at 100 degrees Celsius. You know that boiling point of pure water is 100 degrees Celsius. So, its value is 2.26 into 10 raised to the power 6 joule per kilogram, and in calories it is 540 kilocalorie per kilogram. So, these are important informations about ice and water and we will be using them later. Now, change of state, and let's see how we show it on the graph. See, let us talk about pure ice and say we have taken pure ice at minus 10 degree Celsius and then you are heating it. आपके पास minus 10 degree Celsius पर आइस है और इसको आप हीट सप्लाई कर रहे हैं, तो पहले इसका टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होगा till it reaches 0 degree Celsius. Just see, and the heat given, let's look at it, the heat given to ice, जो आपका आइस ब्लॉक है, इस आइस ब्लॉक को आप हीट सप्लाई कर रहे हैं डेल्टा Q, this will be equal to mc delta T. We have done this relation. C is specific heat capacity of ice. So, mc delta T. Delta T is change in temperature. So, this is minus 10 or this is 0. So, change in temperature will be 10. And once it reaches 0 degree Celsius. Now, एक बार आप 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे पहुंच गए तो यू आर स्टिल सप्लाइंग हीट. हीट तो आप अभी भी दे रहे हैं, बट टेम्परेचर डज नॉट इंक्रीज बिकॉज एट 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस प्योर आइस स्टार्ट चेंजिंग इट्स स्टेट. तो इसको आप जितनी भी हीट दे रहे हैं वो सारी की सारी हीट इसको आइस से वाटर में कन्वर्ट करने में यूज़ हो रही है. सो टेम्परेचर डज नॉट चेंज एंड during that time we have part ice and part water at 0 degree Celsius. We have 0 degree Celsius ice and 0 degree Celsius water, and the heat given during this process is ml. LF is latent heat of fusion, F for fusion. And once all the ice is converted to water, आइस पूरा का पूरा आइस जो है 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस के जब वाटर पे कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, देन इट्स टेम्परेचर विल राइज अगेन. सो नाउ द टेम्परेचर राइजेज अगेन एंड वी गेट प्योर वाटर एंड द हीट गिवन इज mc delta T, where C is specific heat of water. Delta T is change in temperature. Now this will continue till the temperature reaches to 100 degree Celsius. You can see 100 degree Celsius. At 100 degree Celsius, now see, at 100 degree Celsius water starts boiling and it starts converting to steam or gaseous form. So, you will have water at 100 degree Celsius and steam also at 100 degree Celsius. Temperature will not change till all the water is converted to steam. So, you get water plus steam. The heat given at this stage is mLV, V for latent heat of vaporization. And after all the water is converted to steam, then what we will get? You can see this full is this is all steam which is getting superheated now. So this is purely steam or gaseous form. So this is a very interesting example of conversion of pure ice or pure water from one form to another. And see, effect of pressure on melting point of boil. Just one sec, yeah. So, effect of pressure on melting and boiling points. Very important concept. On increasing pressure, boiling point of water increases. You have to remember that. For example, cooking takes longer on high mountains because due to decrease in pressure, boiling point of water decreases. वे clearly जैसे जैसे आप mountains पर ऊपर जाते हैं तो वहाँ पर pressure, air का pressure कम हो जाता है, तो water का boiling point जो है वो भी कम हो जाएगा. It becomes less than 100 degrees Celsius. So cooking takes longer. And how do we make it easier? Now cooking is faster in pressure cookers. We all use it at homes, and as increased pressure increases boiling point of water. So in pressure cooker, the pressure increases, so boiling point increases, and therefore the food gets cooked faster and easier. And let us talk about ice. On increasing pressure, melting point of ice decreases. Now here opposite happens. The melting point of ice decreases. So what happens? You just look at it. Supposing we have this ice block and it is placed on some stand, and here we have a wire hanging on it with some mass. This is a thin wire hanging on ice block. So what is happening? This wire is applying pressure at this point. So wire जो है यहाँ पर pressure डाल रहा है, you can see, और इस pressure की वजह से यहाँ का melting point कम हो जाएगा. Now supposing for pure ice, you know the melting point is 0 degree Celsius, और ये कम हो गया, say it is -1 degree Celsius for example. So that means at 0 degree Celsius यहाँ पर ये जो है ये liquid form में हो जाएगा. So यहाँ पर ये ice melt हो जाएगा, liquid form में आ जाएगा, and wire can pass through the liquid. अब wire जो है इस water से अंदर जाएगी. Now जैसे ही wire नीचे गई, यहाँ इस surface पर pressure वापस normal pressure हो जाएगा. So pressure दोबारा से decrease हो गया, so boiling इसका melting point अगेन 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस हो जाएगा. सो ऊपर वाली आइस जो है मेल्ट हो जाएगी, सॉरी ऊपर वाली आइस जो है दोबारा से जम जाएगी, दोबारा से फ्रीज हो जाएगी, और ये जो वायर है वो इजीली इसके अंदर से पास होता हुआ नीचे आ जाएगा और इसको दो पीसेस में कट नहीं कर पाएगा. सो दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड रीजलेशन. जैसे प्रेशर की वजह से ये सॉलिड से लिक्विड हुआ और जैसे ही प्रेशर हटा दिया ये वापस सॉलिड हो जाता है. So this process is called regelation. You can see that. Let's see how we write it. So wire passes through the ice slab without cutting it, and when pressure is applied on ice, its melting point decreases, so it melts at lower temperature. As soon as the pressure is removed, the melting point increases, so water solidifies again, and this process is called regelation. So effect of pressure on melting point and boiling point. And now let us do a very good numerical problem. A 500 gram ice at -10 degrees Celsius is completely converted to steam at 100 degree Celsius. Calculate the heat supplied to it. Specific heats of ice and water are, just look at the specific heats, 2100 joule per kilogram per degree Celsius and 4200 joule per kilogram per degree Celsius. These are specific heats. And one important point to note is specific heat of ice is half of specific heat of pure water. So, latent heat of fusion of ice is this much and latent heat of vaporization of water is this much. So, we have done these and now let us do the problem. So, we have ice at minus 10 degrees Celsius. So, first this ice will be converted to ice at 0 degree Celsius. So, heat required to convert minus 10 degrees Celsius ice to 0 degree Celsius ice. So, let it be heat Q1 and then mc delta T. The mass 500 gram mc. This is specific heat of ice given to be this much and change in temperature is 10 degree Celsius. Then next part will be heat required to convert 0 degree Celsius ice to 0 degree Celsius water, and that heat will be equal to ml. So, you know the value of L here. The next will be heat required to convert 0 degree Celsius water to 100 degree Celsius water, and this will be equal to mc delta T, where C will be specific heat of water and change in temperature is 100 from 0 to 100. Then the fourth will be the heat required to convert 100 degree Celsius water to 100 degree Celsius steam, and now the heat required will be equal to ml, Q will be equal to ml. So, the total heat will be required will be equal to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 plus Q4, adding all of them, and when we add all of them you can see we can take mass m as common. So, I have taken mass common, and from the first one I get a specific heat of ice into 10 plus this is latent heat of fusion plus specific heat of water into 100 plus specific heat of this one. We have added them and taken m as common. Now, the mass of this water 500 gram water will be 0.5 kilogram, and put the value of C for ice 2100 into 10. This L is given to be 3.36 into 10 to the power 5. Specific heat of water is 4200 into 100. This is given to be this much, and from here let us try to simplify it. 0.5 outside as it is. See, we have to add different powers, so we will try to make all the powers equal. हम इन सारी powers को equal करने की कोशिश करेंगे, so हमारा addition easy हो जाएगा. And I have chosen the power to be 10 to the power 5. So, let's see how we do it. So, from here I can write this as 0.21 into 10 to the power 5. Just see, we already have this much. यहाँ से आप इसको और लेके जाइए, इसमें 4 और आ जाएंगे तो 10 to the power 5. From here 3.36 into 10 to the power 5. From here you get 4.2 into 10 to the power 5, and from this one 22.6 into 10 to the power 5. So, now I can take 10 to the power 5 as common, and from here 0.5 as it is, 10 to the power 5 outside here, and remaining terms inside. Simplify them and you can look at this one, and this comes out to be nearly 15 into 10 raised to the power 5 joule. It's a huge amount of energy. So, in this way we can use the two relations for conversion of state. With this I come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching it.